Hi, Earth Angels. It's Elaine from Renegade Spirits Tarot with your daily affirmation. So, if you have taken an interest in ancient Egyptian art or ancient Egyptian language, you've probably noticed examples of cartouches. So, you'll see some hieroglyphics circled with a line at one end. So, these are like ancient Egyptian name tags, and they were super important in the early decipherment of hieroglyphics. The hieroglyphics had been a dead language for a really long time when the Rosetta Stone was found. So the Rosetta Stone had Greek, Demotic, and hieroglyphic inscription of all the same phrase or decree. They could see the name that was used in Greek, and then because they could pull the cartouches out and understood that those were names, it allowed them by process of elimination to understand the phonetic values of more hieroglyphics. So very important in the history of hieroglyphics, but also they were very important to the ancient Egyptians because the cartouche was an elongation or an example of the Shen symbol. So I don't have a great illustration of it, but you can see on this chest from King Tut, you can see in, I believe this is Nekhbet, the vulture goddess, but you can see in the vulture's claws, the Shen here, the circle with the line. So the Shen was supposed to represent a rope, kind of like this, where you get the circle and then the line on the bottom. And it was meant to evoke eternal protection. So I thought, thinking about the Shen symbol today, that we could do just a very simple protection affirmation. I am protected for all eternity. I am protected for all eternity. So for me, as someone who loves to study symbols and symbolism and magic glyphs, one of the things that I really like about the Shen symbol, let's say in opposition to the coin or different types of solar symbols of circle, where you just have the circle as a perfect existing sphere. What I like about the Shen is because it's a rope that is coiled into a magic circle, that in the form of the symbol, the construction of the circle from a line is implied. So sometimes when I teach an introduction to the 4 magical tools of the tarot, one of the most basic ways to start looking at them is to reduce them to their most simplistic geometric forms. So with the sword and the wand, we have a line, and with the coin and the cup, we have a circle. Because, right, if you take the bird's eye view of the cup, you get the geometric shape of a circle reduced from that 3D shape of the bowl. So just some interesting thoughts for you today. The circle and the line, they appear in every magical alphabet and every written system and every system of magic. They're the most basic magical symbols you can start understanding, and they've come to represent different ideas. It can represent, male and female, yang, yin, Shiva, Shakti. It can also represent the individual person versus spirit or the whole or the universe. So there's a lot to contemplate in these very simple forms, but I just kind of wanted to break down the Shen symbol in that way, where it's the circle, but it's the circle that is constructed from the line. So I hope you enjoyed today's thoughts and today's affirmation, and I'll see you tomorrow.